Good morning, goedemorgen, everyone. Bonjour à tout le monde, bienvenue pour notre deuxième webinaire Espagne, TURESPAña ensemble avec Travel Magazine. TURESPAña samen met Travel Magazine gaan we vandaag spreken over de belichten Andalucía loves you, Andalucía, ecotourism and inland villages. Welcome to all our panelists from the various regions of Andalucía. Welcome to TURESPAña, Rafael and Judith. Welcome to the Andalucía Tourism Board, Esther Romero. Welcome Encarnación Geraldes, Caminos de Pasión Route, Xavier Mateos de Sevilla, Elizabeth Borrego de Cádiz Tourism Board, Susana Porras del Costa del Sol Tourism Board, and Susana Moreno de Córdoba. Everybody welcome, and of course it's today very hot in Belgium, so we prefer to have the temperatura caliente in España. When it's not so hot weather in Belgium, the clients are more willing to book and to come to your wonderful part of Spain, Andalucía. But anyhow, some agencies are again open. That makes that we have a lot of people who come and join us later during the presentation because they have starting to have clients, and that's good news for everybody. To have clients and to make bookings instead of refunds makes everybody happy. So the good news is the bookings are starting, and we hope to increase the bookings to Spain and to Andalucía. But now I give the floor to Mr. Rafael to introduce the panelists from Andalucía.
Robert?
Okay.
You hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Robert. For me, it's a pleasure to be here and with all of you. First of all, welcome everyone and good morning. This is a real pleasure to share this time with you. I want to thank, first of all, to Robert and Travel Magazine to co-organize this webinar with us. This is the second one after the Green Spain. For us, it's a real privilege to work with you. And I think that is we're going to learn a lot about Spain, about Andalucía today. Second, of course, I want to thank to Andalucía, all the representatives of Andalucía, Esther Romero and Susana and Córdoba, Cádiz, Málaga, all of you. Thank you very much for your support to be here with us. And finally, extremely important, all the travel agents, like you said. I think that is a perfect time to begin again to explain things about Andalucía, about Spain, because fortunately the worst is back of us, or at least I hope so. And I think without the travel agents, it's impossible to sell again in Spain. We need to sell Spain. We need the travel agents. We need your support. For us, it's extremely important to work with you. I am Rafael Chamorro, the director of the Tourist Office of Spain in Belgium. And I think it's a privilege to work in Belgium in this moment to try to sell Spain, because it's a very difficult moment for all of us. And I think the tourism is the nicest work in the world. And I think between all of us, we have to begin to restart the tourism in a good way. Like you know, Spain has opened its borders this week. And again, we are ready to welcome to all the tourists. I think that this season it will be different from the other seasons. I think the last year was exceptional. We received last year 2.5 million Belgians in Spain. This year I think it's impossible, but I am sure that fortunately we're going to have a very good season at the end of the year. At the end of the year, not like other years. I think it's impossible. But like you know, for example, the other day, APTO presented a report, and Spain is still one of the one of the destination privileged for the Belgian. I think the 10% of the Belgian said that they want to go to Spain in the next months. For us, it's perfect. Andalucía, this is a webinar about Andalucía, inland Andalucía, and ecotourism. Andalucía is the second largest region in Spain. It's the land of my parents. I am originally from Madrid, but my parents are from Andalucía, from Jaén, in inland Andalucía. And I think that Andalucía everybody says always that the regions are very diverse, but in the case of Andalucía, it's completely true. In Andalucía, we have deserted regions, we have fantastic beaches with blue flags, we have the national parks like Doñana, maybe Doñana in Huelva is the biggest in Europe or one of the biggest in Europe. We have fantastic big cities like Malaga, Seville, Granada, Cordoba. We have everything. We have gastronomy, fantastic Michelin star restaurants, olive oil. I think that you can practice surf in Cadiz, for example. You can ski in Granada. I think it's incredible how many things you can do in Andalusia. We have to profit this crisis to, like I said before, to restart the tourism in a good way. And sustainability, I think, ecotourism is perfect. I think we cannot commit again the same mistake done in the past. We don't want now millions of people in the same time at the same place. We need to profit inland Andalusia, for example, or inland Spain. We have to profit of the beaten path destinations. I think the Andalusia is perfect. I think that we are going to learn a lot today. And let me finally introduce to Judith. Judith Portela is my colleague in the Tourist Office of Spain. Like the other day said in the first webinar, she with us only she has worked only for a few months in the Tourist Office of Spain, but she's in charge now of the relationship with travel agents and tour operators. And please, Judith, when you want, and thank you very much, everyone, to share this webinar with us.
Thank you, Rafael. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you, Travel Magazine, for collaborating with us in this initiative. We believe, as Rafael was saying, we have the chance now to go for an alternative type of tourism, one that is less dependent on traditional models, which is more sustainable, that offers a better experience to the tourists and has a better impact in the local communities. And in Spain, this is already a priority. And that's the idea behind this webinar series, being able to show you Spain as a tourist destination from a completely different perspective. I would like to thank the 6 speakers from Andalucía for being with us today and for giving us the opportunity to discover this exceptional region from a different point of view. I give the floor now to Esther Romero, which is the representative of Andalucía Tourism Board, and she will start the presentation. Thank you very much and enjoy the webinar.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank Travel Magazine and the Spanish Tourist Board in Brussels for the organization of this webinar and for giving us the opportunity to talk today about Andalucía, about ecotourism and inland tourism in our region. Where I am sure that you will discover another area, another Andalucía that maybe you didn't know until now. Like Judith said, I work for the Andalusian Tourism Board. We are a public company that belongs to the regional government of Andalucía. And I am in charge of the Benelux market. We are in charge of promoting the region, the whole region, all around the world. So now I'm going to give a general presentation about Andalucía. I'm going to share my screen now to start with the presentation. And then after me, I will pass the floor to the rest of my colleagues that are here today with me of different provinces of Andalucía. So I would like to thank also their presence here today. Well, sorry. Okay. As you know, Andalucía is the second largest region in Spain, as Rafael said, and the most populated one. We are located in the south of Europe and also in the south of Spain. We have 8 provinces, Huelva and Cádiz in the Atlantic Ocean. Then we have by the Mediterranean Sea, Málaga, Granada, and Almería. And inland, you can find the provinces of Jaén, Córdoba, and Sevilla. Sevilla is the capital of the region. As we see in the presentation, Andalucía is not only sun and beach. Today we are going to discover another Andalucía, and we will focus on the provinces of Sevilla, Málaga, Cádiz, Córdoba, and also on one of the most relevant routes in the heart of Andalucía called Caminos de Pasión, that my colleague will give you further information about this route later on. Andalucía is a close destination with very good connections to other cities in Spain and Europe and the rest of the world. We have 5 international airports located in Málaga, Sevilla, Jerez, Granada, and Almería. The biggest international airport is in Málaga, with many flights to European cities and also to the rest of the world. Nowadays, there are flights operating from Brussels and from Belgium, and Luxembourg to Andalucía. For example, Brussels Airlines is already operating to Málaga. TUI is also operating from most of the Belgium airports to Málaga, Almería, and Jerez. Ryanair is also operating from Brussels Airport and Charleroi to Málaga, Sevilla, and Almería. And Vueling will start operating from the 19th of July to Málaga. Regarding Luxembourg, Ryanair will start flying at the beginning of July to Sevilla, and Luxair also will operate soon to Almería, Málaga, and Jerez de la Frontera in the province of Cádiz. We also have an important high-speed train net with connections to the cities of Sevilla, Córdoba, Málaga, and Granada. These 4 cities are also connected to Madrid and of course to Barcelona. For example, just to give you an idea, you can go from Málaga to Madrid using the high-speed train in 2.5 hours. So it's quite good, this connection. So due to the location of Andalucía between 2 continents, Europe and Africa, and 2 seas, the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, we have very good weather conditions. It's one of the warmest regions in Europe. So that means that we can practice any kind of activities all the year round, either in summer or in winter. More of the 30% of the region's territory are natural protected areas. We have 24 natural parks in Andalucía. For example, we can mention Sierra de Grazalema in the province of Cádiz, or Cabo de Gata in the province of Almería. Here you can see some images of these natural parks. The Cabo de Gata Natural Park is near the sea, which is a really nice area to see. And we also have 2 national parks. One is Doñana, like Rafael mentioned before, is in the province of Huelva. And also Sierra Nevada between the provinces of Granada and Almería. Doñana is an important bird reserve with more than 100 different birds. You can go there for bird watching. And in Sierra Nevada, you can practice ski in the southern small ski resort in Europe. We can also mention the biggest natural park in Spain, which is in the province of Jaén, is the Natural Park of Cazorla, Segura, and Las Villas. And here is where the Guadalquivir River rises. We can mention other smaller protected sites. For example, Torcal de Antequera in the province of Málaga is this image here, you can see on the left. It's a very special area to do different routes. And also you can visit the desert of Tabernas in the province of Almería. It's the only desert in Europe, and it's also near the sea. And it's also famous because many westerns have been filmed here in this area. We have also other natural attractions in Andalucía, which are the geoparks, which are geological formations with unique landscapes. Nowadays, we have 3 geoparks in Andalucía certified by UNESCO. One is Sierra Norte in Sevilla, is this image on the left, on the right. Sierra Subbéticas in the province of Córdoba, and Cabo de Gata in the province of Almería. Near this geopark, we can also visit the biggest geode in the world that you can see in this image here. You can go inside the geode, and it's been opened recently in Pulpí. It's called the Geode of Pulpí in the province of Almería. And there is another geopark in process of getting the certification by UNESCO, is the Granada Geopark, is the picture on the right side. And here you can visit this area in different ways, for example, by four-wheel car, in a balloon from the sky, cycling, etc. Thanks to this variety of landscapes, you can find here a great biodiversity in different areas. For example, you can do bird watching in Doñana or in Laguna de Fuentepiedra in the province of Málaga, where you can watch especially flamingos, like the picture here on the bottom. You can also do cetacean watch in Gibraltar Strait, or you can look for the Iberian lynx in Doñana and also in Sierra de Andújar in the province of Jaén. But Andalucía is also first starlight tourist destination worldwide, thanks to the quality of its night sky. There are a few areas where you can enjoy starry skies at night, for example, Sierra Morena, or Sierra Sur in the province of Jaén, in Los Pedroches in Córdoba, or in Sierra Filabres in Almería. There are private companies that organize packages including this activity related to astronomical tourism. Regarding the previous slide with biodiversity, there are also companies in Andalucía that organize activities to see all these kind of animals like bird watching, dolphins, whales in the Gibraltar Strait. So you can contact different companies to organize all these special packages that worth a visit in Andalucía. And Andalucía is also culture due to all the years of history that we have had in the past. We have a very important cultural heritage with very well-known World Heritage sites, for example, the mosque in Córdoba, or the village, the old Arab village Medina Zahara, also in Córdoba, or the Alhambra in Granada. You can also visit the Alcázar or the Girarda in Sevilla, or the towns of Úbeda and Baeza in the province of Jaén, and more recent, the Antequera dolmen sites in the province of Málaga. And thanks to all this important heritage, we have a wide variety of cultural routes, like, for example, the route of Bética Romana, where you can visit the Roman remains between the provinces of Córdoba and Sevilla. You can also do the White Villages route in the province, between the provinces of Cádiz and Málaga, and also the route of Caminos de Pasión in the heart of Andalucía, where you can find, you are going to get further information about this one with my colleague Encarnación Giraldez. Andalucía offers different types of inland accommodation with very good quality. They are special places that are part of the landscape. For example, you can stay in small rural hotels or in paradors, most of them located in old palaces in Andalucía. You can also stay in farmhouses or in cottages, which are located normally in the middle of the countryside in very special areas, very peaceful, where you won't find mass tourism and you can avoid crowded places. And also you can lodge in caves. There are also hotels in caves, mainly in the province of Granada, like the picture you can see on the left, bottom left. And I will end talking a bit about the Andalusian gastronomy, which is based on the Mediterranean diet, which is very healthy. And it's also based in the olive oil. The olive oil is the main ingredient in our Andalusian cuisine. You know that the province of Jaén is the main producer of olive oil worldwide. And due to the diversity of our products in Andalucía, we also have, or we can offer different gastronomic routes. Like, for example, olive oil tours in the province of Jaén, the Iberian ham route in Huelva, rice tour in Sevilla, or tuna route in Cádiz. And of course, you can always enjoy our culture of tapas in any town or village in Andalucía. So thank you very much for your attention. This is my contact if you need further information. And now I will pass the floor to my colleague Encarnación Giraldez from the route Caminos de Pasión, who is going to tell you more about this special route. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Estelle. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to participate in this webinar. And I would like to introduce you Caminos de Pasión. Next. Caminos de Pasión is a cultural route located in the heart of Andalusia, between the provinces of Seville, Córdoba, and Jaén. It is a non-profit organization run by local and regional tourist councils to promote and develop cultural and nature-related tourism in the area. The route is very well connected by plane with flights to Malaga and Seville, and is easily reachable by car via the main regional roads. It goes through the towns of Alcalá la Real in Jaén, Baena, Cabra, Lucena, Priego de Córdoba, and Puente Genil in Córdoba, and Carmona, Écija, Osuna, and Utrera in Seville. The Caminos de Pasión route combines the history, artistic heritage, traditions, gastronomy, and nature from 10 landlocked towns. All of the Caminos de Pasión towns share one common feature. They all live for Easter week during with locals fervently celebrate Easter traditions dating to the Baroque era. With regard to heritage, the towns are home to important monuments, museums, interpretation centers, and archaeological sites, exploring different eras. Some samples are Roman ruins, like the Torre Paredones archaeological site in Baena, the Puente Álamo Roman villa in Puente Genil, Plaza de Armas archaeological site in Écija, or the necropolises in Osuna and Carmona. Some Andalucía architecture, including the Alcázar de la Puerta de Sevilla in Carmona, or Barrio de la Villa neighborhood in Priego de Córdoba, and medieval castles like La Fortaleza La Mota fortress in Alcalá la Real, as well as other fortresses in Lucena, Priego, Cabra, and Utrera. Jewish heritage, including the necropolis in Lucena, or the Jewish quarters in Carmona and Utrera, important Renaissance buildings such as the Colegiata Church in Osuna. But, however, the most significant style is Baroque, which is predominant in most of palaces, churches, cloisters on the route, but also lives in the town's Easter week traditions. In addition to the rich cultural heritages, the Caminos de Pasión towns have stunning natural surroundings that are also worth visiting, like Sierra Subbética's Natural Park in Córdoba. Each town is set in a remarkable landscape with fantastic hiking trails leading to protected natural spaces. Vías verdes or green ways and the red train are perfect for exploring the area by bike, horse or walking. There are also a host of nature-related activities like kayaking or paragliding. The routes also offer exquisite cuisine made up of authentic local produce, extra virgin olive oil, wine, company-produced traditional confectionery, King's cheese, cured meats, cheeses, etc. Typical dishes using popular recipes can be sampled in many excellent bars and restaurants. And also many local companies offer food-related experiences, including olive oil tasting sessions, tours of wineries and vineyards and different local farms, like aloe vera plantations. According Easter week is one of the most important social, cultural, artistic and religious forms of expression in Andalucía and Spain. All of the Caminos de Pasión town share one common feature because they all live for Easter week, which is why they are included on this route. And all around the year, brotherhoods are still active and organize many events and festivals. Visitors can visit brotherhood houses, which are museums exhibiting the heritage related to this celebration and rituals. And also many churches display the sculptures and that are paraded through the street during the Easter week. Different festivals also take place all year round. Spring is particularly busy with ferias, Cortes de Mayo, and other religious festivals. And during the summertime, the towns make the most of cooler evenings with packed cultural agendas, including concert, theater performances, and flamenco festival. There are many festivities in autumn too. Some of them are food related, such as the annual King's Cheese Festival in Puente Genil. About accommodations, there are a wide range of them, including historic, charming hotels, paradors, and hostels. With regard to capacity, there are large hotels ideal for groups in Carmona, like the Parador or Hotel Alcázar de la Reina. Also, Huerta de las Palomas in Priego de Córdoba or Hotel Fuente de las Sierras in Cabra. The rest are small hotels with a capacity of 10 to 20 rooms. Furthermore, there is a wide range of rural houses and holiday apartments as alternative options. To finish, I would like to show you a promotional video about the route. Here you have my contact details in case you need further information. Thank you very much for your attention.
Hace tiempo que decidí vivir con pasión. Pasión por apreciar todo lo que me rodea. Detenerme en los detalles. Sorprenderme. Dejarme envolver por la belleza. Sentir mis raíces. Respetar el pasado. Pasión por respirar. Caminar y respirar. Respirar, caminar. Hace tiempo que decidí aprender de los de siempre, de las pequeñas cosas. Me apasionan los sabores de siempre, aunque también me dejo sorprender por los nuevos. Ahora sé cuál es el verdadero significado del descanso. Solo quiero lo que es puro y verdadero. La emoción me invadió y vino para quedarse. Hace tiempo que mi vida se llenó de magia. Caminos de pasión. Un viaje apasionante al corazón de Andalucía.
Thank you very much, Encarnación, for your presentation. And now we are going to pass the floor to the province of Sevilla. My colleague Javier Mateos is going to show you a very nice video of the area. Javier, if you want to say some words before.
Hi everyone, I'm Javier Mateos. I work for the Provincial Tourist Board of Seville. Just to say that now we are between 21 and 24 degrees in Seville, which is good to kill the beast, okay? And we are open with direct flight from Brussels to Seville. From the 23rd June, we have a direct flight with Ryanair from Charleroi to Seville. In June, it will be Tuesday and Saturdays. In July, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. In August, it will be daily, except Tuesdays and Fridays. And we will have as well a direct flight from Zaventem from the 4th of July. In July, Tuesdays and Saturdays, and in August, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Okay, so you are very welcome to come to Seville. You saw with my colleague Encarnación some of our beautiful towns in Sevilla. So I won't talk much because I will introduce you a very nice video. A very beautiful video that is also a video clip, an official video clip of a very famous song with a piano instrument, which is composed by Dorantes. It's a very famous flamenco composer. Orobroy is the song, is well known in Spain, and it is dedicated to Seville. So I want to show you the music with the images. So please, if you can put the video. So thank you very much to stay online, and I pass to my colleagues to continue the presentation.
Thank you very much, Javier, for this fantastic video with really nice images from the province of Sevilla and this fantastic music, which is also always very emotional. So now I would like to introduce my colleague Elizabeth Borrego from the Cádiz Tourism Board, who is going to give us more information about the province of Cádiz. So thanks, Eli.
Hello, it's okay, can you hear me? So, what Javier showed us 1 minute ago is Andalucía. Oof, I like the emotion, the wake up from the emotion from all of us. So for me, it's a fantastic video. Thank you Javier, and thank you Sevilla. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Eli Borrego from the Tourist Promotion Board from Cadiz. And it's really not easy to present a region in just a few minutes, but I will try it, okay? I would like you, I want to show you today a little of the unknown Cadiz, because all of you or many of our visitors knows the views of the Cathedral of Cadiz, our endless beaches, and our incredible sunsets. But there is a Cadiz of tradition, white village and a green countryside. Anyway, it's almost impossible to show you in a few minutes how important is the nature and its protection in our destination. In many cases, we can say that we have a wild nature. So our location, where is Cadiz? I think that all of you knows where we are. But the province of Cadiz is located at the southern of Europe, in the southwest of Spain. And the natural borders of Cadiz are the provinces from Huelva, Seville, and Malaga. But also the most important thing is that we are bordered with North Africa and the Strait of Gibraltar, that it's just the point of union between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, okay? So we offer a little bit of everything. A long and a large coast, and also a very nice countryside in the inland. We are the province of Cadiz. The countryside from Cadiz is very, very close from Seville and also from Malaga. The last village from the countryside from the province from Cadiz is only 20 kilometers far away from Ronda in the province of Malaga. Okay, so our international connection we have in the province of Cadiz. Now you can, yes, the other picture was the different things that we can see in the province from Cadiz, the countryside and our large beach also in the province, okay? We work in Cadiz, 2 airports, the airport from Jerez de la Frontera in Gibraltar, and very close to us, we have the airport from Seville or Malaga. From Seville to Cadiz, it takes you only 1 hour more or less to arrive to the province from Cadiz. And the flights from Malaga, straight from Malaga to the province, it's also more or less 2.5 hours. So you can use, or your client can use the different airports. And of course, our airport from Jerez de la Frontera, that because we have direct flights to Brussels. And it's impossible to speak about the province of Cadiz when I don't say anything about our culture and art, because Cadiz is the capital from the region and the oldest city in the west of Europe. It was founded by the Carthaginian and Phoenician over 3,000 years ago. And this land has been home to many different peoples attracted here by the strategic location, and it's a bridge between Europe and Africa, the Mediterranean Sea, and also the Atlantic coast. And I speak about Cadiz, but I must speak also about Jerez de la Frontera. It's the largest town from the region, and it's very known about the sherry wine. So in Jerez we have the most important wineries, the Royal Horse School, and the Flamenco Festival, and of course, the World Motorbike Championship. So Jerez, it's a very important location in the region from Cadiz. About our climate and temperature, we have 3,000 hours and 300 days of sunshine with 18 degrees average annual temperature. So the climate and natural condition of the province of Cádiz permits the practice of great varieties of sports such as diving, swimming or fishing. And in order to enjoy adventure and nature, you can contact more than 70 local companies which organize different active tourism activities like canyoning, climbing, caving, paragliding, hand gliding. So you can do in the region of Cádiz a lot of different activities, tourism activities. I know that this is a webinar about the countryside and the inland from Andalucía, but it's impossible for me to speak about Cádiz when I don't say some short things about our beaches. The province has a total of 260 kilometers of coastline and 138 kilometers of beaches, including cars, inlands, and long stretches of sand, like Conil de la Frontera, Chiclana, Zahara de los Atunes, Caños de Meca, and of course, the city beach in Cadiz. And we can't forget one of the most important kite surf and surfing paradise, Tarifa. There are a total of 76 beaches in all the region, in each of them with his own character. No? And now we arrive to the White Village route, okay? A hike variety of white village are waiting for you to discover them, like Arcos de la Frontera, Grazalema, Setenil de las Bodegas, El Bosque, or Zahara de la Sierra. So you must take a short break and see them. If you decide to stay there, you have small hotels and charming country guest houses. And in the province of Cádiz, we have also the Green Way that follows the route taken by the old railway line for 36 kilometers, that passing through 30 tunnels, 4 viaducts and 5 disused stations. It's a beautiful trail for walking or cycling with many sites along the way. And the province of Cádiz has 6 nature parks. In the inland, we have Los Alcornocales and Sierra de Grazalema, and in the coastline, you have Las Breñas, Marismas de Barbate, El Estrecho de Gibraltar, and Bahía de Cádiz, or Bay of Cádiz, that cover the country south around the national park from Doñana. So the Strait of Gibraltar is one of the 3 most important places in the world of the migration of birds. More than millions of birds cross the 9 miles separating Europe and Africa at the Strait of Gibraltar each year. So together, these areas make Cádiz the province with the greatest number of protected land in the whole of Andalusia. About all the active tourism that you can practice in my region, you have a lot of possibilities to practice many sports activities in the nature, and also you can practice another activities like bird watching, study the local flora and so on. But I can't forget the 21 golf courses that we have in the region from Cádiz, okay? I know that Esther spoke about the gastronomy of Andalucía, but I must say that many visitors who comes to the province of Cádiz are attracted by its gastronomy. Recently, Cádiz has been awarded by many national and international. For example, Ángel León and his restaurant A Poniente in Puerto de Santa María. Or it has 3 Michelin stars, but also in Jerez de la Frontera, we have now 2 restaurants like Lu Cocina y Alma and Mantua, also with 1 Michelin star. So the main products of the gastronomy in Cádiz are the red tuna or wild tuna, the sherry wine, the cheese from the inland, and our seafood. And the most important thing, of course, are our traditional dishes. And at the end, when you stay in the province and make all that sports and you visit all our natural parks and you eat so good, of course, you must sleep in the region of Cádiz. So in the province, you have a total of more than 44,000 hotel beds, with more than half being in the 4- and 5-star categories. But also in the inland, in the countryside, you have small boutiques hotels. You must choose one of them. It's up to you what you like more. And I think that the best that your clients must do is visit us and see by yourself all the things about I have spoke. Thank you very much. And I hope that we could see us soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eli, for your nice presentation about the province of Cádiz, which is always a very good option to go. And now I would like to pass the floor to my next colleague, to the next presentation. Is about the province of Málaga. So may I introduce my colleague Susana Porras from the Málaga Costa del Sol Tourism Board.
So good morning to all of you. And first of all, thank you very much for the chance to be here today and be able to present you Costa del Sol destination, focusing on the main highlights regarding rural tourism, combining that with culture and with our whitewash villages. We have Costa del Sol because of the name, and the excellent weather has the image of that we are, people think that we can only offer sand and beach, but there are many more things to offer, and I'm gonna show you them to you right now, focusing on 4 main aspects, 4 highlights, which are the nature parks and nature reserves, the activities you can do inside the province, our whitewash villages, our culture, and the last but not the least, experiences you can enjoy in the area. Thinking on nature, I can tell you that we have 5 nature parks, biosphere reserved by the UNESCO, 10 nature reserves, and you also have the chance to enjoy bird watching. That's not so well known, but in Costa del Sol, you can enjoy bird watching and see eagles, griffon vultures, larks, anates, or in general, water birds, forest birds, etc. And you can do that on the coast and also in the inside part of the province. Regarding nature, I just would like to highlight you one of them, Nature Park Sierra de las Nieves, because it's gonna become shortly the first national park we have in Costa del Sol. So it will be the 3rd national park in Andalucía after Doñana and Sierra Nevada. What can you do inside the province of Málaga? There are plenty of different options. You can do hiking, for example, at El Torcal de Antequera, that was mentioned before by my colleague Esther. Antequera is a whitewash village 3/4 of an hour from Málaga. It's a cultural destination, a very nice city to be visited. And there you can combine the culture of the city with a hiking activity at El Torcal, for example, World Heritage Site by UNESCO. There you have different levels of difficulty and it's perfect for all ages. You can also do hiking and cycling at La Gran Senda. La Gran Senda, the Great Trail, are 650 kilometers of hiking routes inside the province. But you can also do hiking and cycling on the coast. On the coast, we have Senda Litoral, the coastal path. These are, you know that on the coast we have a promenade on every single city, but nowadays we are connecting them, so in the future you will be able to walk along or to enjoy cycling all over the coast, which has more than 165 kilometers. If you want to do that on total, completely, you can do that in 42 stages. Of course, we cannot forget hiking at Caminito del Rey. Caminito del Rey, the King's Pathway, is a hydroelectrical central which was built at the beginning of the 20th century, and this is the pathway the workers had to do every day for its construction. It was refurbished and reopened 4 years ago. People who have visited it are really impressed because the views are amazing, the lakes, the flora, the fauna. So, some people compare that with the Grand Canyon. A Lonely Planet said it's one of the top 10 attractions in the world. Children 8 years onwards can do that. You can do that easily, although the slide is a little bit scary. You can do that in 2 hours. You have 3 kilometers of the good pathway and the rest is forest. And it's really recommendable. You can also do climbing in our Vías Ferratas. Vías Ferratas are protected climbing routes built with a steel cable rail fixed to the road, metal steps, ladders, etc. And you can also enjoy that in the area. And you can also do caving. There are plenty of caves inside the province, and there are local companies specialized in sports activities, and they also organize caving experiences as well. And of course, many more activities like canoeing, canyoning, rafting, etc. The second point I wanted to highlight you are the charming places. We have 103 whitewash villages, like for example, Ronda with the gorge and with the oldest building in Spain. We also have the beautiful city of Antequera, the one I mentioned you before, with the natural park of El Torcal, which is, Antequera is very close to Malaga, only 45 minutes driving distance. You have also Mijas. Mijas is a small whitewash village located on a hill in between Malaga and Marbella. It's perfect for a half-day trip. There you can enjoy their narrow streets, white houses, and they have lots of local products of ceramic and leather items. And the typical transportation, you know that for sure, are the donkeys. But today we also offer another mean of transport, which is the tuk-tuks, electric cars. And they have capacity for up to 8 people, and they enable you to get on top of the mountain of Mijas and see and enjoy wonderful views of the bay. And normally you don't walk on your own on top of that. So it's also a sustainable and also a new attraction in the city of Mijas. And many more villages, such as, for example, Torrox. And to finalize, I'm going to focus on experiences regarding nature, because you can enjoy, for example, Reservatauro, a farmhouse in Ronda, where they breed the pure bulls and pure horses. It's an experience about going into the countryside, see how they live in freedom and how they breed them. So it has nothing to do with the bullfighting itself. You can enjoy enogastronomic experiences, our wineries. There are two main wine areas in Ronda and in Axarquía on the east coast, close to Granada. In Ronda, we have in general in Malaga the typical Malaga sweet wine, but nowadays very good red and white wines are being produced, especially in Ronda, thanks to the microclimate that we have there. And there are plenty of boutique wineries that they produce organic wines, and they enable you to visit the wineries, the vineyards, and do a nice wine tasting overlooking the vineyards and, for example, under the shadow of an olive tree, as you see on the slide. Thinking on gastronomy, you also have olive oil experiences. There are olive oil meals. I'm mentioning here La Almazara in Ronda because it's a new one. They are specialized in organic olive oil, and there you can learn the harvesting of olive trees, the production process of organic olive oil, the different types of olive oil available, and enjoy as well olive oil tasting. Something nice about this Almazara is that the building, the museum, has been designed by the famous French architect and designer Philippe Starck, and it's really something very recommendable. And last but not least, gastronomy. In Costa del Sol, you can enjoy our local fried fish in our beach restaurants. You can also organize a workshop to learn how to prepare and cook the sardines on the coast. Now are the best months. The months who don't have an hour inside are the best months to enjoy sardines. So now they have the perfect size and are really delicious. June, July, August, those months. And there are also plenty of local companies that organize these workshops related to the sardines, or they take you to a local market to see the local products, seasonal ones, do the shopping, and then cook yourself. So many different options to enjoy the area. So that's all from my side. And to finalize, we are going to show you a 1-minute video so you get an overall idea. And anything you need, we wait for you here with open arms, and we are always eager to assist you and to provide you with any type of information or support you may need. So thank you very much, and enjoy with the video. Thanks.
So, okay, thank you very much, Susana, for your presentation, for letting us know a different province of Malaga, Malaga that inland inside the area, apart from the sun and beach that we all know already, with these beautiful villages and towns to visit. And now I would like to introduce my other colleague, Susana Moreno from Córdoba Tourism Board, who is going also to present the province through a very nice video. Welcome, Susana. Susana, can you switch on the microphone?
Yes, okay, sorry, no, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Now I show a very beautiful video, and I tell you I'm going to speak in a few words. When if you want, you can start it. Okay. Córdoba is a city with an impressive cultural and monument patrimony. Its strategic position near the Guadalquivir River, Córdoba was always considered a privileged place. Córdoba is a city has 4 inscriptions in the World Heritage List granted by la UNESCO. The Mosque Cathedral, 1984. The historical cartel surrounding it, 1994. The Festival of Patio, 2012. And Medina Zara, 2018. In addition, with the rest of Spain, it shares the title of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity, award to flamenco and Mediterranean diet. And in our province, we have 2 more, the Dram of Baena in Ista and the dry stone wall of Los Pedroches in the north of the province. The province of Córdoba has some of the most varied natural spaces, environment, and landscape. This includes a nature reserve and sea nature park. There are enclaves where you can do all kinds of tourism activities. In our province, we have 3 nature parks, Hornachuelo, Cardeña Montoro, and Subbética. There are Sierra Subbética Nature Park, a protected space of great ecological and landscape wealth. You will be surprised by the wide range of sports you can you can practice in this area. From mountaineering to hiking, via ferrata, climbing, and all kinds of water sport. In the Iznájar Reserve in the south of the province of Córdoba, and the Jenny River, which connect to it. In fact, the water sport school offers activities for beginners and experienced users. If you are looking for the best way to combine sport, nature, and calming, the best tourist options are the Vías Verdes, green paths. Along this disused railway line with unknown uses for the enjoyment of cycling, hiking, and nature lovers. Located in unique areas, and a short distance for shining rural villages with plenty to offer. In Córdoba, we have a wide variety of accommodation: hotels, country houses, and tourist accommodation in charming houses await you. Now I'm going to speaking about our gastronomy. As the heir to an intercultural gastronomic tradition, Córdoba is also the city where a good plays a leading role. Okay.
Thank you very much, Susana, for your presentation and this nice video with nice images from the province of Córdoba.
Thank you so much. I'm very.
So, well, this is all the presentations regarding ecotourism and inland tourism in Andalucía. Hope you enjoy the destination, and we are all waiting for you if you want to visit the different areas we have presented to you today. We are now open if you have any questions.
Yes, good morning again. We have some questions from our the big boss of SCOL Brussels, Monsieur Richard Eckhout. He has two specific questions. One is who to contact the very special, well-known surfing paradise Tarifa, Dirección Turismo, because Belgian clients are very interested to go there. And the second question is, are there receptive agencies in the area of the three geoparques, the UNESCO parques? What are the specific, in the three geoparques, are there some receptive agencies? Can you do their work with the travel industry, with the travel agents? That are the two questions put forward by Mr. Richard Eckhout. Who is,
well, regarding the agencies in the different geoparks, there are, of course, incoming agencies that organize different types of routes or activities. We can send him, if he leaves us his contact, we can send Richard different contacts of incoming agencies in these areas. So there's no problem for that. But of course, there are different private companies that organize any kind of activities in these areas. And regarding Tarifa, Eli, maybe you can ask that question.
Okay, another question by Ms.
Sorry, Eli was going to answer.
Yes, the question about Tarifa.
Yes.
Okay, Tarifa.
And the question, what is the question?
The question is, ¿existe una dirección típica o especial para contactar los directivos de turismo de Tarifa?
Ah, yes, I can send you the address and the contact from Tarifa.
I have Richard's whereabouts, so I give it later to you.
Okay, write me an email and I answer you.
Okay.
But for me, Tarifa, it's one of the best destinations from all the region from Cadiz. I like it very, very much. I think that the most important small hotels and locals and chiringuitos on the beach for me are the best from them. Really, it's a very great place.
Coming to Tarifa, many Belgian clients are coming to Tarifa. They are very
Great.
happy. Another question by Ms. Crispan Andrisse is, We know that Andalucía is a hotspot for golf courses, top golf courses in the world. Are there new developments coming up, Rafael or Esther? Because we know the province of Malaga, they have so many golf courses, and your other places in Andalusia also. So it's almost a world capital region of golf courses over there in Andalusia.
Well, yes, we have more than 100 golf courses in the whole region. Most of them are located in the province of Malaga by the coast, but also we have golf courses in Cádiz, in the province of Cádiz, in Huelva, and they are getting ready to open them. Maybe Susana Porras from Costa del Sol can tell us a bit more about golf courses in the province of Malaga. Can you open the microphone, please?
Okay, Costa del Sol, we have more than 70 golf courses. Regarding new ones, maybe La Reserva, which is which is in between Malaga and Cádiz, that's the newest one. But as far as I know, there are no more golf courses being open shortly. But the good thing is that I can tell you that all of them are already working well. So they start working 2 weeks ago, and they are prepared and they are eager to welcome all of you with all the best measures and all the service working perfectly. A healthy sport.
Okay. And
sorry, and the good thing is that you can practice this activity all the year round in Andalusia because of the good weather, mainly along the coast, like Malaga, Cádiz, Huelva, very good weather conditions for this sport.
Okay, we are talking about today Andalusia ecotourism and inland villages. So we got some questions from travel agents about the sustainability and the strategy of the tourism platforms you are rolling out for international tourism. How important is the concept of sustainability, eco-sustainability in developing your touristic areas?
Well, for us it's very important because we are focusing right now in small towns and villages, and that you know that nowadays many people want to go to live to the cities because there is no jobs or no works in the small towns or small villages, and we want to change that, like giving different types of activities that you can practice in those areas, so people from local people can stay there and can give life to their towns, to their families, and so they are very welcome. They are very happy to welcome this type of tourism so they can show the way of life they have there, their local products, the local activities they do there. So it's very important. We want to not to continue with this mass tourism, but type of tourism for a group of less people, so they can mix with the local people in these areas, which are also really nice, and they show the authentic life in Andalusia.
Okay. As we all know, Spain is opening without any problems. The 1st of July, its borders without any obstacles for the international tourism. Some other country neighbors, they are asking the international tourists when they're coming into the country, when they would like to go to some museums to make online bookings. Is that also the case? Let's say if you have to go, you like to go into the Cordoba or Sevilla museum or churches, or do you have to book online, or can you just walk in the post-corona period now coming up?
Well, it's better if you book online in advance, just to make sure about getting the entrance or the ticket. For example, you have to, if you want to go to the Alhambra in Granada, you have to make the reservation in advance online. Otherwise, you might not have a ticket. Now the system of reservations in the Alhambra have changed because you can buy your ticket like 1 year before the day you want to go, and there are no limits for number of tickets to buy. But for the rest of the monuments, you can buy them on site, but it's always better to buy them in advance online. That's the way you get sure to have an entrance to the monuments. Javier wants to say something.
Yes. For example, in the Royal Palace of Seville, Alcázar, it's open since last week, and you just can buy the tickets online. It's forbidden buying the ticket if you go there, so just online.
Mm-hmm.
As well, I think with Caminito del Rey, Alhambra Palace, and so on. In Seville, you just can book online.
Another question is, of course, you have big resorts and hotels infrastructure in Andalucía, but you have also a lot of smaller infrastructure, smaller hotels. Are these touristic, very often family-oriented touristic infrastructures, accommodation, open in the post-corona now from July on for international tourism, or are there still many? Will there be still closed in July, August, or are they really opening? For everybody, a question maybe.
Well, they are, in fact, they are the first who are opening, because they are small hotels, small accommodations, and so for them it's easier to keep the regulations, the new regulation post-COVID, and so from July. Most of these types of accommodations will be open, and in fact the number of bookings have increased a lot in these types of hotels, because people, like we have said before, are looking for small places, want to avoid crowded areas and not to be in contact with many tourists. I don't know if any of my colleagues want to add something, or Susana, can you open your microphone?
Yes, I just would like to inform you that in Costa del Sol, 80% of the hotel infrastructure will be open by the 1st of July. So working correctly.
Yeah, and all of them will be following the regulations post-COVID. In fact, Andalucía, the regional government of Andalucía has created a new certification, which is called Andalucía Safe, and many hotels, restaurants, and tourist offices, guides, they can request it and get these certifications once they have shown that they follow these new health regulations, so they can guarantee all the health measures to our tourists.
Okay. Elizabeth, you wanted to add something?
In Cadiz, we began to have direct flights from Germany the 2nd day of July, and so all the hotels from Novo Santi Petri, it's a tourism resort in Chiclana de la Frontera. The most of that hotels will be open in the 1st of July, and also I think all the hotels on the beach on the coast, they will be open there on the 1st of July.
Okay, thank you very much. I would say your title of the presentation today of the webinar TURESPAñA and Travel Magazine was Andalucía loves you, but after this presentation, I would say we love also Andalucía. Gracias, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
And for our participants in the webinar. The next rendezvous is on Monday, July the 6th, and then we will highlight and present a little bit more La Isla de Formentera.
Ay, qué bonita.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you very
Bye.
much to all of you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.